Mama, so you think the fish was raw?
Yeah, Jesus served sushi.
Ain't nothing about no darn sushi.
Ain't nothing about it. Say it made no damn campfire.
I know that.
The damn fish was raw in the basket.
Well, why are you saying sushi?
Because
sushi is raw.
fish.
So do you think he cooked it?
Jesus ain't cooked no fish.
I didn't say he cooked it.
He passed it out,
The
though.
fisherman could have cooked it. They caught it.
They didn't catch it. They got the fish from the little boy.
Your response?
Jason.
Are you video?
Oh, yeah, this is priceless. Because the whole debate about fish being cooked with Jesus
Jesus ain't
is
cooked no
different.
fish. And he made no campfire. He blessed that fish. He blessed that bread. And he passed it out and filled the multitude with basket full left over. And he said nothing about he cooked the fish. The fish was raw. They got it out of him.
Things you leave. They don't say every single.
Jesus ain't cooked no fish. He ain't cooked no damn. It wasn't no damn fish fry.
He had a fish fry?
It wasn't no fish fry. It was some damn sushi and bread. Just like this, bread and fish. He blessed it and he served it.
That's not important.
Oh, you just don't want to be wrong. You know Jesus ain't fried no fish. It was damn sushi. I'm gonna call Little House.
No, you don't.
Yes, I am.
No, he's tired. We had.
I'm tired. Okay, I'll ask him tomorrow.
Although I've deconstructed from Christianity, I had to watch this whole video, and I thank everybody who tagged me in it because it reminded me of when I was a Christian and sitting there and listening to some of the mothers or some of the deacons have arguments over things like this. That's what they sound. It took me back to that time frame. So that part was rather enjoyable to, go back to that memory. Yet I still disagree with the whole, concept of believing in this Jesus, this fairy tale God, and this non-historical figure of Jesus. And yes, come on my Monday live and you can argue whether or not Jesus was historical or not at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. But let me tell you what the real answer is, most likely, those ladies did something that Christians often do when you are throughout history, but especially when you are debating with them. So the first thing, was the fish raw or was it cooked? So in the John version of the story, there seems to be some campfires or some grilling that was going on. But in the Mark, is it Mark or Matthew? I think the Mark version is what they're talking about. The boy just brings up, they're like, this boy got two pieces of fish and 5 loaves of bread. He got that 2-piece fish sandwich, meal going. In their time frame, and this is one of the mistakes that many people make when they don't, and why they don't understand their Bible and is what these ladies are doing. They are trying, and so let me go ahead and tell you that part now. They are trying to, and they are adding how life is today into life back then, which gives them their interpretations or argument that they are having. So in their time frame, which is how you have to look at it, and some people still do this today. You can go to countries that are in the desert and they do this today. If they catch fish, they often they dry the fish, smoke the fish. Well, it's dried through smoking, and then they salt the fish. So this is a process. It makes it kind of tough. Like if you go to Buc-ee's and they see that wall of jerky, imagine fish jerky. But so this little boy is walking around in the desert with two pieces of fish and 5 loaves of bread, which is interesting. He got 5 loaves of bread, but still, two pieces of fish. It's most likely that this fish was dried, smoked, and salted, because that would have been the norm for maintaining food in that area. Because otherwise, fish in a hot desert, that stink. That's gonna rot real fast. So food preservation was something that was very well. It's been well documented throughout history, through archaeology, and that process is most likely what the boy was doing since he was out there at this sermon. So it wasn't sushi; it was cowboy jerk. He had jerk fish, cowboy jerk fish, and some bread. So that's most likely what was going on. But it's interesting how the woman said that maybe the fishermen cooked it. Maybe that Jesus wasn't cooking, so you can't put Jesus on the lowly level of Jesus cooked it. But and that's seemingly is what she's trying to say. I think chefs are amazing, but you're trying to put Jesus couldn't have cooked it, no, but maybe the fisherman cooked it. People want to add in their own, since the Bible didn't say so, let me add in what I think would make more sense to me in my time frame, my era. And this is something that Christians or Bible believers or religions, people of all religions have done throughout history. If the Bible doesn't say something specifically about what somebody does, then they will say, well, he must have done this or that based on how we live today. So maybe the fisherman cooked it. Didn't say it. If you actually look at the story, there's no indication of any cooking whatsoever. The Jesus character, they say this boy got two fish, and 5 loaves of bread. I almost said fishes. Two fish and 5 loaves of bread. He obviously broke the bread up, passed it out, and then they passed out the food, and then had 12 baskets of leftovers. So there was no, based on the way the story is told, there was no way that there was any cooking. So that kind of like kicks out the whole thing about the the fishermen cooking it. But she added that to make it fit her narrative, and that's what oftentimes people do, is that they add things to the story. And this is why Christians have a hard time dealing with when the Bible actually does tell you something. You don't want to accept it. So, like in the other video that I was talking about, how if the young lady, how this guy that hates women and is unjust, that it just plainly says the cloth is placed under the woman during her first her marriage sex. If she doesn't bleed, then she is stoned. People try to add in different things. No, it says it plain out. So you just either accept that that's what your Bible says, or don't accept that God said this. God of this Bible says that if a young woman is found not to be a virgin upon her wedding day, then she is to be taken to her father's front door and stoned to death. That's what your book says. Don't try to read into it. So, like if a young woman who is not betrothed and a man essays her, and the Bible actually says he grapes her, not your little King James, it's a horrible translation, RSV updated, that he grapes her, then that man just has to pay the father 50 pieces of silver, and then she has to marry him. There's no reading into it. There's no, well, this was done in order for them to maintain societal structures. Why don't you just kill the man? You're killing people for everything else in the Bible. If a man works on the Sabbath, then he is to be stoned. He is to be executed. If you kill a man for working on the Sabbath, but yet you don't kill a man who rapes a young lady, so you try to justify it. Oh, it doesn't say it. They were romanticized. No, man. The Hebrew is to take advantage of, snatch hold of. It is to essay that young lady, plain and simple. But you don't want to kill that man. Work on the Sabbath. Kill his ass. That's what we want to do. Children are drunkards and disobedient. Kill them, but not the essayist. But kill them. You're wearing 2 linens, kill them, but not kill the essayist. This is what we're doing? Okay. So anyway, I know I went way off the subject of the fish, but this is how Christians do the Bible. They add more to it than what it really is, if it suits their narrative. But hey, maybe this is why, I know it's the reason is economics, but is that why black churches always had fish fries? But I know economics is the real reason. So y'all have a great day, and always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.